Hi everybody, I'm Vicky from the Eagle's Nest. It's been a while since I've made a video. I've been on vacation, but I'm back and I've been working on some more Bible scripture journals. And since I've already done videos on that, I wasn't going to do that. But I will show this tag holder that I made. This is my photo type. I've never pre-made anything before. So it's got this little saying or whatever in there, and my tag. And I learned a few things. I learned some what not to do's. First of all, I didn't bring this all the way to here, and then I could see this is one. Well, here's the envelope I started with. I had several of these, but I had to find one with didn't have too beat up of a plastic. So then I cut it down to make a little pocket here. I made this one a little bigger. This one just turned out smaller. It just doesn't matter. I didn't want to put anything too big in there to cover that, so I'm just going to put like little tags. So that didn't matter. You could make that, excuse me, any size. It could be even bigger, but my journal is only this big. So when I'm going to glue this down, I can only, have so much. This one will fit a little bit differently. So my tag will stick out of and this, I made it just a little snug. Okay, so this will stick out the top, but when I put my little topper, my seam binding, it'll be cute. I like things sticking out the top besides. So this is what I'm going to make. So this was the envelope. I already cut one. And I had printed out this. I bought a DigiKit for this, and I printed it and I cut it. So I made this one because I want to bring it all the way up to this edge, because I didn't on that last one. And then you could kind of see it. So I was like, no, I should have went all the way up. So I left it. I had to leave some of this on just to pull it to the edge so I could cut it the same. You could use any paper. Doesn't have to have anything on it. It could be plain. You could stamp something. Use a, sticker thing you could put, a lot of things. So I opened it because it's easier to glue. I've seen people try to shove things in there, and it's like, So first off, I'm going to, let me make sure. I'm going to glue this down. Yes. I'm going to glue that in there. Okay. And I'm using my Scotch Create glue stick. So I like to glue, try to get 100%. I don't like skipped spots because I feel like somehow they kind of show, come back to haunt you. So get it glued well. And I look in the light to make sure I got most of it, especially the edges. Okay. And I'm going to place this down in here, up to the edge. All the way up. This usually has a little bit of wiggle room for sliding. That's placed as good as it's going to go. Get my little tool. This I got at the Dollar Tree. Actually, I think I got it when it was still $1. Okay, then I like to turn it over and rub it. I just like my stuff to make sure it's down so it doesn't bubble. Okay, let me close this. Next, okay, what my plan is, I think I need to just go ahead and glue that right there. want anything peeling up because it might interfere when you put something in the pocket. It might catch on that. Okay, looks good. Let me think this through. I think I'm going to ink it right now. I'm not going to glue. On the other one, I glued this side, so then it takes up space. Your tag can only go that far. So I'm going to wrap these pieces around. I wrapped this one, and I thought, boy, if I'd have wrapped that one, because I wrapped that to make it a full pocket. So those are some things I learned. So, Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. I'm going to go ahead and ink. Well, this probably is okay. Let's see, let me get this. Since I'm going to wrap. Normally I would do the sides in case the paper didn't come all the way. But this one is going to be covered because I'm wrapping, doing the wraparound. Okay. Got to make sure I kept forgetting what I was doing yesterday. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to do the sides. I think I need to use this because this wasn't gonna, I was gonna use this. No, I'll use this for the side. That will be for the pocket part down here. Okay, so these, you can come all the way down, you can come partially down. And I want to, because of these corners showing, I'm thinking I'm gonna scooch this over just a little bit. So I'm going to mark, or I'm gonna cut it. Got my pencil, I'm just gonna cut it right there. So that it'll be like that. I'm thinking how wide. Let's do the width as well. It's better to go too much than not enough. I think I'll cut this off first so that I have a long piece here. This doesn't matter because it's going to be tucked down in there. And I'll just cut this one. And if it looks good, I'm just going to cut another one. It's kind of short. Oh, but it'll work. But I'll make this one a little longer, a little wider. I like to have room to wrap. Since I'm gluing it down, it's not gonna, gluing it to the page. Okay, I'll do this one first. Okay. I mean, I've made, you know, different ones of these, different ways. You know, there's always something to learn. Depending on exactly what you're trying to get. I was trying to make a specific size for that picture to put in here, so. Well, didn't ink it. Okay, good enough. Okay, so I want to go up to the top. If you're a little over, it doesn't matter because you can just trim it off. Okay, we go in just a smidge. I think I went in. And then that's going to wrap right around. See, there you have the full pocket. Okay, good. This one I will ink ahead of time. Doesn't matter which is the top or the bottom. So if you had This is kind of directional paper, but if you had something that was really directional, you'd have to be more careful. Okay. And that will be going there. Make sure I'm not putting this on glue. Okay. Okey-doke. I'm going to set it that way. I am going to, I think this glue got a little bit dried out, so normally you could move this around really well, but I think it's gotten the lid left off too many times and it's less pliable. Okay, got that. All right, now this piece, and I want to wrap that around as well. So let me go ahead and use this one down here. Kind of want to come up just a little over that. Let me think this through because, well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Is that going to be too much? Just a little. Let me just trim this. A smidge. Just a smidge. So there's not too much bulk. Boy, does this look uneven. Let me hold it this way. Let me line it up on this line to make that more even. Now, I don't want it too wrapped around. Let's just cut off about that much. There we go. And this is going to go on here. I'm gonna glue this first, and I'll show you why. After I ink, do the inking. Okay, this is gonna go a little more ink there. Okay, so I'm gonna put the glue on here. Take off the lid. Obviously, I never put the lid back on. Okay. Oop. Okay. This, don't want that to be wet. Dadgummit. Okay. Okey-doke. Let us just put this like so. There we go. Now, we want to take out the corner. So I'm just going to take my scissors and just take out the bulk. Because this is coming up and this is coming over, so there. And that way it's fastened. Okay. So all we need to glue are the sides and the back. Find a clear spot. Okay. Just gonna glue this and that and that. Okay. I don't think it matters which one goes first. Now, if you wanted to leave this as a removable, you could just take something and cover the back. But I'm gluing it in, so. Well, what I'm probably going to do is glue something on here that just kind of sticks up a little bit. Like not this, but along the idea of something like that. because you don't have to worry about the tag hitting it. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So this, okay, this will be good for this. I don't know why I didn't think this was going to work. Okay. So for this, I'm going to cut this down. Let's see, probably that much. And if I mess up, I've got backup paper. Because I actually have a couple more of these I have to make. So, was it this piece? Or was it this piece? This one will work. This will be fine. So, let's ink. Okay, that's going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of fold it so I know where to put the glue. Fold it there and there, because I'm going to glue. I want to glue this edge and I want to glue that. So let us remove this page and start fresh. Okay, I want to put some glue on here to get this edge. And then I want to put some glue on here to get this edge. Okay. Gotta remember which way is up and which way isn't. Okay. This will go here. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to wrap that around. What am I saying? Okay, no, this has got to be cut. Oh, I hope you guys noticed that. I think I almost did that yesterday too. But if you wanted to turn this over, but I'm not, because that's going to be too much calculating. Let me go ahead and just fold that and fold that, and then cut this right on off. There. Now we can still put the tag in there. Okay, let's see. Did I get it all how I wanted it? Yes, I think I did. Pretty sure. Now I can ink. I just love it when something works out for the most part. Okay, that needs to be nipped off of there. And this as well. Okay. There we go. I'm actually going to ink inside here too. Again, that could have been done before. I just didn't think of it. Got everything else, but not that. Don't need those. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. There we go. I possibly could glue something inside here. This piece would work. I don't know. I may or may not. Okay, now I can actually make a tag. So I have this. This is a sheet of scrapbook paper that I folded in half and glued it together. This was the clearest one. I had this one but you can see the pattern through it. So unless you're going to be covering it, don't use that. I mean, I did cover a portion, and I put this, and I put ink. I could possibly do it, but for this, I'm not going to do it. So this will be fine, right height. So let's get a width on this. Okay. I don't have to have mine super snug. I know some people make them so snug, and I'm like, then you're struggling trying to get them in there. So let's see how this goes. I don't know why I did that so loud, but you got to remember, this is going to be glued down, so you don't want someone really, like this one was so tight. So I think this will be great. Let me check my edges. Sometimes on these glued together, you have to make sure your edges are all, I can kind of see just a little bit of the edge there. So let me just shave that off. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and use my tag corner punch. I'm going to use the largest one. Actually, on that one, I did not use this. But let's just do it. I may cut those a little deeper. I just think that's a little too wimpy looking. So I have this from the same digi kit that all this came from. It was from Carolyn Musing's. I don't remember the name of it. One was something about joy. I bought two, and one was something else. I don't remember. Can't remember everything. So here, theoretically, I could use it that way. I mean, I like to use things so that I don't do a lot of wasting, but you know, you can print it out again. It's not like it's only a sheet of this that I have. So I wrapped that, but I didn't have to. I only did it because I was thinking and I just wrapped it. Well, I was considering, okay, let's just trim this off. Just so that it's out of my way. Now, I'm just go ahead and trim this. Let's just put this on here. I mean, even if it's not totally to the edge, that's why I heavily ink, in case it doesn't quite come in, you don't really notice. So, I kind of like to hold the flush part flush up there, so. But now I can't see the, looks close enough. Yes, and let's just cut this off. And then I can tear it to my specs. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here. Oh, it looks a little big. You can always trim it off later. That one I didn't go all the way. I think I'll start here. And just take it down to here. That's good. Now the inking. I mean, believe it or not, I kind of cleaned my desk off a little bit. It was way worse than this, but this is all the stuff I'm using in that journal, so I wanted it right there so that when I get ready for it, I know where it's at. Don't want to have to be looking. I have trouble finding things when I have to look, especially if I put it away. Every time I clean up and organize and put things away, I can't find them. Some things I don't, I have to move on. And then I find it months later. It's like, oh yeah, I was looking for that. That's just in case. And I'll probably round these corners, but I'm gonna wait till the paper's glued on and do it all together. That's why if you're unsure about something, you can wait and do it later, if it's possible. That is possible. Okay, this is going here. How much too long was that? I'm just gonna nip it off. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, now I've gotta add some ink. Okay, now this is going on here. Let's see. Oh, looks pretty good to me. Bring my, okay. Gotta check. So on that tag, when I was working on it, I forgot when I glued Jesus down that he had to be in the window. So I had to peel it off. Luckily, the glue was good for that. I had to peel it off and reposition it. Okay. I'm gonna put that right down there. Since I'm not having good sliding. Okay, got it. Sticky. Oh, where's my little thing? Have this. Oh, Lordy, there's a big hunk of glue. I need to kind of dry it up. Then you rub it off with this. You can buy these at probably any craft store if you can't find one at Dollar Tree. I don't know if this one's, you know, not as good as one that you would buy at, say, Michael's, or if it's the exact same thing. I don't know. I only have this one and it works, so I'm okay. Okay, so I got that. Well, where is my picture? Need to dig it out of the, okay. Album. Okay. Let me just ink. I think I'm going to round the corners on this too. So when you're cutting and you have these little white edges, usually ink will cover it and you can't tell. No one's going to be looking for that, so no one's going to say, oh, you didn't trim that well. Okay, now I have this corner rounder. These are the best things ever. I think I used the smallest just to give it a little, so that it's not just square. Kind of gives it a more finished look, I think, and less, I don't know. Sometimes you're just trying to get the white of the paper, the core. Okay. Let's just cap that for the moment. Okay, then I'm going to have to figure out, you know, where he's going to go. I want to see if that worked. Okay. He's going to go somewhere right here. Somewhere in here. Probably going to have a gap because I didn't bring that up high enough. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of loosely, I mean, you could put something else on here. Script, stamp. I just think I'm trying to leave a lot of things more not too busy so that you see what you're supposed to see. I don't want you to be thinking about something else, miss the point of the whole thing. Okay. Let me see. What can I do here? Make sure it's all the way down. In the middle. See if I can put this where it needs to go. Where it will be best. See, I'm going to have that. So I'm going to pull it up. I mean, it doesn't really matter. No one's going to notice that, you know, you flubbed it up. Well, there's no rules. There's no set rules on how things need to be centered. But this way, when I put something up here, so this is kind of where I want it, right there. Okay, don't move. What do I do now? What do I do? Is that going to really be in the right spot? Oh boy, oh boy. Probably. So, I don't know. I hate to glue with the art glitter glue, but people do. I'm afraid it'll be bumpy and lumpy. I don't know. I can't do it. I think I'm going to just mark it with my pencil. And somehow see if I can erase it when the time comes. I don't know. Okay. Might be indiscreet. I don't know. Okay. Go now. Let's get this out of the way so I can look for my marks. There's one. There's one. Over here, over there. Is it straight? Let me see. Before I yeah, I think it's good. I don't think I moved it at all. Oops. Okay. Let me get my punch. This is a ribbon punch, I think it's called. Most craft stores have them. Staples, any place like that would have them. Because I think they're for like lanyards and stuff. Come up a little. There we go. And that way I can put the seam binding in there. Let me see. Well, I want to get a finger dauber. That's my next thing. Not that it would work for this, but I want one. Oh, I didn't do the back. Oh, what's wrong with me? Oh, I didn't cut the... Let's go ahead and round the corners. I used the biggest, I think I did. Because it's not that big. Sometimes this helps them to go into the pocket easier when the corners are rounded. So, there we have that. Oh, I was going to put lines on it. Let's see. I have a plethora of pens, but you never know which ones are actually going to work. Let's see. Can't really see that well. Let's try. I think that's blue. No, it's purple. Huh? Does it really matter? Do I have green? But that's not really the right shade. I have to be so particular. Perfect. Okay, where is my green ruler? Things just are never around when you need them. Guess I can use this one. The green one was a little fatter. I'm going to start up here. Well, okay, to make your line straight, line your top of your tag up, line these lines up, and bam, you got straight lines. Hope they come out, yes. And I usually go 2. No one may ever write on this, but you know, you don't want to make them all the same. Let's just mix it up. Okay. Is that 2? Going too many. Okay. 2. This is probably like watching paint dry, but you know, it's a part of the process. We want to see it all. Okay. Am I getting near the end? Oh, that's good enough. Put those away. Okay, so then you have that. Let me find my seam binding. Of course, it's a jumbled mess over there. That green just is not right. So I'm probably going to use this because I don't really want to use, well, I could use pink. I kind of like the pink. It kind of goes with the picture. It looks more for that one. Well, let's find the end. I ordered this from Etsy from somebody. Don't remember who. There's tons of it for sale. So, let's see. What do I want to do? Probably this. Cut it off. And which way? I'll go this way. If you don't like it this way, just take it out and do it the other way. Okay. I mean, this is bad enough, but when you're trying to do it on camera, everybody's watching. Okay, pull gently. You don't want to rip your tag. Okay. There. How cute is that? Okay, I didn't put my phone in Do Not Disturb, and of course someone called. It's probably the only phone call I'll get on that phone all day long. So basically, this is what I've got. I will put something there. And I have the little pocket here for little something-somethings. All these things I have up here. I can't find a thing to put in the pocket. Well, not everything's small, but, you know, there's assorted things you can put in there. So, that was my project for today. All right, everybody, just thank you for watching.